Alright, I think we're on day 8 of our hunt here. I want to welcome you guys to Trucking with Schmidt. Little bud's in that box right up there. If you can see it, almost right there. He's in that. I'm dropping him off plenty early for the night hunt, so we're not rattling anything up or anything. We were out here at 4:30 this morning. If you got the end of yesterday's video, you've seen us well, possibly getting a deer, a white-tailed deer. Unfortunately, it was a miss. Not going to talk about it. That was in the last video. 8 days. You always think, you know, these deer, you're like, how smart can these deer possibly be? Because, well, let's face it, these are the same critters that jump out in front of you when you're going down the highway. On that same note, those same critters that are jumping out in front of you going down the highway, just to let you know how smart they are. If they sense one little thing is out of place, they won't come out of the timber. If they smell you, which they can smell you from a long ways away if the wind is blowing in the wrong direction, they will not come out of the timber. But yet if they hear a truck rolling down the interstate or rolling down the highway at 65 miles per hour, they will come out of the timber. And they will mess up your day. Speaking of wind, 8 days straight of wind. The wind was started at our season started with the wind out of the southeast, and right now it's out of the northwest, and it's whipping. Every single day it's been 20 to 25 miles per hour. So tomorrow, which is our last day of our hunt, the wind is supposed to go down to 0. Or down to 2. It's supposed to go down to 2 miles per hour tomorrow, and our temps are supposed to drop down to about -5 degrees. Sitting right now 18 degrees. So technically it's like a warm front right now compared to what's coming next week. We're going to try those LED lights in the cab of the pickup. We've had, I really haven't had much luck with LED other than headlights. Headlights are just amazing LEDs. But in the wise of the small lights, like when you put in the cab of your semi or the cab of the pickup, they just seem dim. So I grabbed a different set because I had a bulb blow out, so I figured what better time to go ahead and throw another one in there. So we're going to do just a little test thing tonight. When it gets dark out, we're going to look at it and see which one is brighter and which one is nicer. First, before I do anything, I gotta warm that lithium battery up. I forgot to take it in the house last night, so it's kind of cold, and I heard if you use them during this cold of conditions, you will actually damage them. So we're gonna warm it up in the cab before we do anything. I'm running into a little bit of a problem in my truck camper. My electric system's not working. I thought it was because that little experiment we did a few videos ago, I thought maybe that system quit working. So I grabbed a hold of a deep cycle battery that you would run in your boat or your RV, and I hooked it up to the power and nothing. I'm gonna have to dig deeper. Why do I always get things with wiring issues? Oh yeah, it's because I like old stuff. Old stuff always has wiring issues. Well, now it's time for me to go back to school. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cancel all plans, everything. I'm going to sit right here. I had to go find a new place to sit for I could actually get internet service with the phone. And I'm going to go to YouTube University. I'm going to study up. I'm going to watch as much as I can while I have the time right now, no one to bother me, on wiring diagrams, wiring systems in an RV, because to me it's simple. To me it's completely simple, and I'm missing something on the wiring in the camper. I am. So I'm going to sit here and go to university. Do my eyes look like they're bleeding? Oh my goodness. The wiring system is far, far, far from easy. Simple like I was thinking. I'm going to dig into it one of these days. We're not going to use the camper till I figure it out. That's all there is to it. I've watched this one guy's video 3 times now, trying to understand it. And there's nothing worse than watching a video. There's nothing worse than going to school and feeling even dumber than you were actually in school. Wow. The simplest thing I'm finding is start over. I'm not going to start over yet, but I can dedicate a whole closet to the wiring system versus the camper's wiring system is a little 1x6 wiring system with a boatload of wires coming into it, and none of them are labeled. This is it. This switch, this plug-in right here, the gentleman who owned it before me wired that in, and he run an old converter off of that and then plugged it into one of the 110 plug-ins to power this thing. That converter died the other day when I was messing around with it. All of this is just cord that goes out if you're going to plug it into a 110. So the green underneath is the negative. And the red is the positive, which is the exact same thing we wired into the other day. Is anyone extremely bored yet? This is almost boring than my normal videos. Wiring. I am one of those guys who needs to look at something for an hour, then move a couple things for the next hour, and then take the next hour to try to accomplish what I'm trying to do. That wiring, it's confusing now. I'll go back to school. I'll go back to my university, study up some more. I'll get it figured out. If anything, or just move the whole system into the closet, because that space is just too tight. You can't run any wires anywhere. You can't put, you can't put your solar stuff there. You can't put your battery. You just can't put anything in that tight little area there. So we might just move everything to that closet closest. Then I can mount all kinds of wires and have more room to move around. That sounds like a good plan. It's sitting right now at 4:15 p.m. We have one more hour of hunting for today. Then tomorrow is the last day. I say the LED light's not too bad, right? Get another one in here. Yeah, get another one in here could brighten things up pretty good. I can actually look at you without the flash. How was your hunt?
Good.
Good? Let's try this.
Yeah. 4 deer.
4 deer in front of you?
One small one, and then those 2 dogs. You see the other ones.
Yeah, they wait. That wind went down. That was amazing what the deer did when that wind went down, isn't it? Tomorrow the wind is supposed to be down that much all day.
Well, that's good.
It's gonna be colder, but the wind is supposed to be down.
Well, even the colder it gets, plus the wind down, they're definitely gonna come.
Definitely. So you're calling it a good hunt?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Now I just need to get some LED headlights in this thing, right?